The cold hard truth is that love has to come from within. The cold fucking hard truth is that everybody's looking for love out there, from some person, from some validation, from some success, and that's fucked up. That is a lie that people believe in. I mean, we come into this world needing our caregivers' love and attention, and they fall short. Most of you, I'm going to just be blunt, most of you have not woken up to the reality of your parents' weaknesses, and you're protecting them. Most people protect their parents. Even children who are abused protect their parents. It's just unfortunate. I think we all have to wake up and realize our parents' imperfections and stop looking for love out there. We have to get to the point where we are the source of love and it's just sprouting from us and we're just enjoying, you know, the interactions we have for the interaction's sake. We have to get to the point where we realize that we are the source of love and we have to activate our hearts. And this is not some feel-good message. This is waking people up to the fucking truth. You know, forget the fucking Disney lie of the Prince Charming or the perfect girl. Forget the fucking lie about the soulmate. You are the source of love. I am the source of my own love. We have to be self-sourced in our thoughts, in our optimism, in our joy, in our actions, and in the love. We are the source. And the problem is that we're not taught that we're the source, or we don't know how to find the source. Usually as children, if we have loving parents, they've activated our heart. But if your parents were not loving, or you, to the extent that you were sensitive and felt wounded or abandoned, that may not be activated in you. And so people are going around looking for love in some partner, in some fantasy, in some fairy tale, in some future moment, and we have to learn to activate our hearts, you guys. Now, that's something I've been working on for many years. I'm not saying that I'm there. I'm working on it too. This is just a wake-up call. This is just a wake-up call that we have to activate our hearts. Love is not out there. Even God isn't out there. I mean, I'll say things like, God, fill my heart, you know, fill my heart with your love, and imagine it from coming out there. But what if God's already inside every cell or inside of me? Whatever you have to do to activate your love inside of you, that's what you have to do. That's your primary work right there, guys. Whatever way you find, if it's God, meditation, yoga, inner child bonding, shamanic work, religion, the Bible, Judaism, Muslim religion, whatever, we have to take responsibility. We have to wake up to the fact that we can't just be some lazy, entitled people waiting for people to love and approve of us, because they can't. They're always going to fall short. People are going to disappoint us. They're going to have other interests. They're going to change their mind how they feel about us. They're going to have their own moods. They might divorce us. They might die. They might leave us. They might become annoying. I mean, anything can happen. We have to be our own source. And that's what being single has really made it more obvious to me. When I have a problem, I have nobody to blame anymore, just myself. So why don't you leave in the comments below and share with us like some things that you've done to activate your heart, or where you find love, or where you find joy, so that you can find it in yourself instead of looking for it from other people. Because they can only amplify what you already have for yourself. You know, I like what John Gray says. It's that a woman has to find 90% of her joy in herself, and 10% comes from the relationship. And as Rich Cooper says, the guy that does the Entrepreneurs for Cars channel, is that you have to be your own mental point of origin. Chase excellence, not women. A woman should be a complement of your life, not the focus. And I totally agree. When somebody else becomes the focus of your life, you lose yourself. I do not want a man to make me the focus of his life. That is so unappealing. like have something going on. Their myth of this partner to complete you is a myth. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that there's a partner who can complete you. We have to be the source of our own joy, and we have to create that love. If you're looking for some partner to make you happy, then what are you bringing? You're coming as an empty vessel, needy and looking. That is very unattractive, and it's very unfulfilling. There's no joy in that. I spent so many years thinking, oh God, if I just had some hot guy to fuck me really well, you know. But there's a neediness in wanting a hot guy to fuck me. What if I could be the woman who just enjoys fucking for the sake of fucking? And how he shows up doesn't matter. And if I don't like him, I don't have to see him again. But I have to get rid of that neediness. I have to realize that I am the source. I have to find a way to be the source and be like a fountain, like a volcano, you know, that's just erupting for the joy of erupting. And that's why I really like those sayings, chase excellence, not women, or take the action for the joy of doing the action, not the result. Like when I tell guys that have a hard time with women, I tell them, just go up to women and start talking to them and focus on the action that you're taking and not the result. When you focus on the result, that comes from a neediness and an attachment to the outcome. Whereas when you're taking an action, you're just in the joy of it. And it's like, you don't care if she turns you down. You're like, I'm so awesome. I went up to this woman and I said hi to her. Look at me go. We have to be self-sourced, guys. That's what I want to say, ladies. That's it. We have to be self-sourced. And whatever you need to do to be self-sourced, go do that thing. That's it. Cannot be consumers of other people's love, you know, unless you're paying for it. Like me, I'm an escort. People can pay me by the hour to give them love and affection, but that's, you know, temporary too. It's all temporary. The only thing you permanently have is yourself. That's it. So you got to learn to love yourself. Harsh, cold, fucking truth. Your kids are going to leave you. You know, it's great when my kids were little and they loved me and adored me, but then their friends became more important, and then their spouses became more important. Sometimes they don't want to see me. You know, there is nobody that's always there for you except you. You got to find that inner fountain, that inner spring. You have to find it some way. And then the other things that are really important is to know that your thoughts are changeable. They're just thoughts. They're not etched in stone. People think their thoughts are real. They're not. You can change your thoughts. Whatever thought you have. Say that you're a Democrat. Change your thoughts to being a Republican. If you're a Republican, change your thoughts to being a Democrat. They're just thoughts. People get so attached to their thoughts. And finally, on feelings, your feelings are just energy in your body that stay stuck because no one's taught us how to be with them and allow them. That's how they actually dissolve, through allowing and feeling them. They're just energy in the body. Get so trapped in looking outside of ourselves, being attached to our thoughts, and staying stuck in our feelings. Me included. So I'm talking to myself here a lot too, you know. I just realized last night I was too tired to make the video, but I'm like, I'm gonna make a video in the morning that we have to learn to love ourselves. That's our duty. You can't look for love outside of ourselves, and most of my life I did. You know, even if I just wanted sex, it was looking for something outside of me. And fuck that. There's no power in that. That's powerless, and it's not the answer. There's no answer in that. We have to not be so lazy. I think it's lazy to look for love outside of ourselves. And it's a wrong teaching. Perpetuated by society. You know, I remember having to read Romeo and Juliet as some great story. It's sick. It's psychotic. It's pathological. You know, the way they pined over each other. I don't even think people should have to read that crap. Songs on the radio, country songs, pining for your love, you know. Bullshit, false thinking. Bullshit, false thinking. I don't even listen to those songs because I don't even want to say those words. They are psychotic. Other people can only activate or mirror the love you have for yourself. You can't love anyone more than you love yourself. If someone loves you more than you love yourself, you will have to reject that love, or you won't believe them. You'll think they're lying anyway. So, or if you do get into a relationship, you'll just always be afraid they'll leave you, and you'll end up chasing them away with your neediness. Or you'll be dissatisfied and, you know, complaining. You got to find your inner joy, you guys. You have to find your inner joy in a way that you're happy alone and you can be happy with other people. That's the knack. That's the trick. So, I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. And if not, you know, sometimes being single alone over the holidays sucks. I'm in this Facebook group of women over 40 and divorced. And, you know, sometimes it's hard for them. First year being divorced, being single, and it is. It's all an adjustment. It's all an adjustment because our mind likes the comfortable, our mind likes the familiar. But I'm going to leave you with one last thing, which is that all growth happens outside the comfort zone. All growth happens outside the comfort zone. So we have to get out of our comfort zone by doing exercise that's strenuous. That's how I build muscle, by doing things that are freaking hard. Fucking hard. That's how I build my muscle. Take a cold shower, do a workout, run faster than you usually do. Get outside your comfort zone. That's where the growth happens. Life is hard, you guys. Life is fucking hard. And there are times when we get to coast. There are many years I fucking coasted through my life. It was easy. When I was married, my husband took care of me. I had my Vicodin. Stay-at-home mom. Life was easy. I coasted for a long fucking time. I coasted for 20 years. I coasted through life. I didn't cry. It was easy. I was in a freaking comfort zone. And the last 8 years that I'm single, I've grown a lot. I've had challenges and I've had to grow. And I'm so grateful because being in that comfort zone was also very trapping, to be honest. So, you know, getting outside your comfort zone is a sign of resilience and strength. And pat yourself on the back every time you get out of your comfort zone. So speak kind. I'm going on and on. Speak kindly to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Find the love that's within you. Realize that your thoughts are just thoughts. They're not reality. They're just thoughts that you have. And you can change your thoughts. And realize that your feelings are energy in your body that will dissipate if you just allow them to be and go inside of them. Read John Wellwood, Eckhart Tolle, The Pain Body. Contact me for coaching. I'll guide you through all of that. Or just watch my videos. Check out different things. Shamanic traditions, religion, spirituality, nature, the Bible, whatever you want. And that's all I've got for today. That's all I've got.